Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Today, we're going under the hood of the digital world to explore a business that's booming. It has a CEO, an R&D department, a sales team, and a finance department. It rakes in billions of dollars a year. The only difference between this company and a legitimate one, its product is extortion. This is the story of Ransomware Incorporated, the sophisticated and ruthless shadow economy of digital blackmail. Forget the stereotype of a lone hacker in a dark basement. Today's ransomware landscape is a professional, highly organized industry that rivals legitimate businesses in its structure and efficiency. It's a global security threat that affects everyone, from individuals to the largest corporations and even governments. So, how did we get here? How did a digital threat evolve into a full-fledged criminal enterprise? Let's trace the story back to its surprisingly clunky beginnings. The year is 1989. The internet is a niche academic network, and the weapon of choice isn't a malicious email, but a 5.25-inch floppy disk. A Harvard-educated biologist named Dr. Joseph Popp distributes 20,000 of these disks to attendees of the World Health Organization's AIDS conference. After the computer was booted 90 times, a message would appear claiming the user's software license had expired. It hid file directories and demanded a payment of $189 sent to a P.O. box in Panama to restore access. This was the AIDS Trojan, the first ever documented case of ransomware. It was primitive, but it planted the seed for a new kind of cybercrime. The idea lay dormant for a while, but as the internet went mainstream in the early 2000s, ransomware re-emerged. Variants like GP code in 2004 started using stronger encryption, making it harder for victims to get their files back without paying. But the real turning point, the moment ransomware started to look like a business, came in 2012 with a malware called Revitin. Revitin would lock your computer screen, displaying a fake notice from the FBI or your local police force, accusing you of online crimes and demanding a fine. This wasn't just malware, it was a service. The creators started leasing it to other criminals, an early form of what we now call Ransomware as a Service, or RaaS. Then, in 2013, the game changed forever. A new strain called CryptoLocker appeared. It used incredibly powerful encryption, the kind used by militaries and banks, making it virtually impossible to break. And crucially, it demanded payment in a new, hard-to-trace digital currency, Bitcoin. CryptoLocker was a terrifying success, extorting an estimated $3 million before it was taken down. This proved the business model worked, and it opened the floodgates. The years that followed were an arms race. We saw WannaCry in 2017, which spread like a digital worm, infecting hundreds of thousands of computers across 150 countries without a single user clicking a bad link. And then came another sinister innovation, pioneered by the Maze ransomware group in 2019, double extortion. They didn't just lock your files anymore. First, they stole a copy of your most sensitive data. Then they encrypted your network. Now the threat wasn't just about losing access to your files. It was about having your company's secrets, your customer data, your private emails leaked to the entire world if you didn't pay. This evolution from a simple digital mugging to a sophisticated corporate structure is what makes modern ransomware so dangerous. So let's meet the employees of Ransomware Incorporated. This isn't a flat organization, it's a complex ecosystem with specialized roles, just like a real company. At the very top, you have the developers. Think of them as the R&D department. These are the brilliant, highly skilled programmers who build and maintain the ransomware software. They are constantly innovating, finding new ways to bypass antivirus software and exploit security flaws. Next, you have the operators. These are the CEOs and the executive leadership of Ransomware Inc. They run the ransomware as a service platforms. They package the malware into a user-friendly kit, manage the payment systems, and provide technical support to their criminal customers. They run the business. Then you have the affiliates. These are the foot soldiers, the sales and operations team. The affiliates are the ones who actually carry out the attacks. They lease the ransomware tools from the operators and go hunting for victims. They might be independent contractors, working for multiple ransomware brands at once, and they usually keep the lion's share of the ransom, giving a cut to the operators. To help them, a new, highly specialized role has emerged: the Initial Access Broker, or IAB. Think of IABs as the lead generation team. Their entire job is to break into computer networks. They are experts at finding vulnerabilities, stealing passwords, and gaining that first crucial foothold. Once they're in, they don't deploy the ransomware themselves. Instead, they sell that access on dark web forums to the highest bidding affiliate. This division of labor makes the whole process incredibly efficient. Affiliates don't need to be expert hackers. They just need money to buy access and then follow the instructions in the ransomware kit. As the ransom demands have skyrocketed into the millions, we've even seen the rise of professional negotiators on both sides. Ransomware groups employ their own negotiators who are skilled in psychological manipulation, pressuring victims to pay up quickly. On the other side, legitimate cybersecurity firms now offer negotiation services to help victims, trying to verify the attacker's claims, lower the ransom price, and ensure the data is actually recovered. Finally, you have the money launderers. This is the finance department of Ransomware Inc. Their job is to take the cryptocurrency payments and turn them into clean, untraceable cash. They are the essential final piece that makes the entire criminal enterprise profitable. The business model that ties all these characters together is ransomware as a service. It has democratized cybercrime, making it accessible to a much wider pool of criminals. An operator provides a complete toolkit: the malware, a dashboard to track attacks, the infrastructure for leaking stolen data, and even a customer support chat. In return, they take a cut. This can be a monthly subscription fee, a one-time license, or most commonly, a profit-sharing model, where the operator takes maybe 20 to 30% of every successful ransom. The RAS market is fiercely competitive, with different brands offering better features and support to attract the best affiliates. So, what does one of these attacks actually look like from start to finish? It's a meticulously planned operation, not a random act. It all starts with initial access. The attackers need a way in. This is often through a simple phishing email, a fake invoice, or a message from HR that tricks an employee into clicking a malicious link. Other popular methods include exploiting unpatched security flaws in software that's accessible from the internet, or simply guessing weak passwords for remote access systems. Once inside, the goal is to expand. The attacker might have only compromised one employee's laptop, which doesn't have access to much. So they begin a process of privilege escalation and lateral movement. They use special tools to get administrative rights, becoming the all-powerful user on the network. Then they move silently from one computer to another, mapping out the entire system. They often use legitimate IT administration tools to do this, a technique called